Another case of get woke, go broke. They never learn their lesson. Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have a better tomorrow. So, it seems that the Oscars have finally hit a new time low. The Oscars has historically hit their lowest record to date in terms of viewership. This is comical because, for one, nobody cares about Hollywood and their politics. Nobody. I mean, nobody's interested in that stuff. And, all we want is for them to get up on stage, perform, and then walk out. That's all. Nobody cares about their politics. Politically charged Oscars hit all-time low rating, plummet almost 6 million viewers from 2019. Ooh, that is a hard blow to take. For Hollywood, I mean, by now they must be scratching their heads thinking, what went wrong here? Oh, God, they don't understand that nobody wants to hear their politics. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Hollywood gets political at the 2020 Oscars. ABC's politically charged Oscar telecast averaged 23.6 million viewers on Sunday night, the smallest audience ever, according to The Hollywood Reporter. THR noted that the total was well below the 29.56 million and 7.7 for last year's awards, and down 20% in year-to-year viewers. The Oscars managed a 5.3 rating in the key demographic of adults age 18 through 49, down 31% from last year's 7.7 demo rating. Oh, man. Continuing to lose viewers there, Hollywood, with all your politically charged ideology you keep trying to push. It's a good reason to understand why you keep losing viewers, because you keep pushing this stuff and nobody cares about it. I mean, personally, I don't care to hear what a privileged millionaire has to say. I mean, you got these people like Brad Pitt, Joaquin Phoenix, Natalie Portman, which we'll get to her in a moment. You have all these people that are worth millions, if not close to $1 billion, trying to throw their politics in everybody's face. And, they're actors. They're paid to act, not to speak politics. They want to talk about their politics. Become politicians. Don't be actors. I mean, it's plain and simple. I mean, you're being paid to get up there and dance. You're not being paid to spew your political nonsense. I'm just saying. The Oscars featured several winners injecting politics into the Academy Awards, starting with the telecast's first famous victor, Brad Pitt, who took a shot at Republican senators who voted against calling witnesses at President Trump's impeachment trial. Now, the one thing I will agree with Brad Pitt on, while I disagree with his political views, one thing I'll at least agree on that he did bring up was how they should get rid of cancel culture, that cancel culture should end. I agree. Cancel culture is a terrible thing. It's never good. It's never been good for anybody. Cancel culture needs to go. So I'll at least give Brad Pitt that one. But aside from that, he was, from what I know, very, very political what he said. And nobody cares about that. I mean, it's like whenever he was talking about global warming. I mean, you fly in on your personal jet, right? And then you fly back home. I mean, how hypocritical could you be talking about that stuff, right? But it's not only that. The other thing you have to consider is that nowadays we're getting to a point where TV itself is dying, televised media. It's now going all to streaming, online. That's the big thing nowadays. And another thing, unlike back in the 90s and 2000s, a name doesn't bring people to the theaters anymore. You could have someone like Brad Pitt in a movie years ago, and his name alone would be able to just bring people to come see that movie, right? Nowadays, we're to a point where it's not as big as it used to be. I mean, you have to have more than just that now to bring people to a movie. And, throwing in politics at an event like this as well, when it's about actors, not politicians, nobody cares to listen to it. It's like these big celebrities don't understand that nobody cares to listen to this stuff. I mean, you look at their companies and everything they work for. I mean, it's sweatshops they have to make their product lines. I mean, come on. Everybody knows this by now. I mean, it's just hypocritical. So, another article here. Oscar viewership hits all-time low with 23.6 million viewers. So this is another article talking about the issues. We're just going to kind of briefly go over some of this here. So, looking at this from Deadline. It was a historic 92nd Academy Awards, with the first Best Picture recipient not in the English language in Parasite, adding an element of surprise to a largely predictable winners list. This is something historic in the ratings for the 2020 Oscars too. Historic low. See, yet again, historically, the Oscars has never been this low. It was back in the early 2000s, like the year 2000 itself. I mean, they were getting in like, what was it, over 40 million viewers. I mean, it was at one time a big event. Now, of course, there would be like drops in ratings over time. It'd go up and down. But I guess that would have to do with maybe who was hosting or just maybe the performance in itself. I mean, I don't know. There could be multiple reasons to why there could be a dip in viewership, of course. But the thing of it is, we're getting to this point to where I think it started in like 2013, 2014 in the ratings. You started to see it drop in viewership, and it just kept going down and down and down. The Oscars is not as important nowadays to many people as it would have been. And so, especially with them going over here going, oh, well, let me talk about my politics, with them virtue signaling whatever they wanted. Nobody wants to listen to that, Nobody goes to a theater to pay for an actor's movie, right, to hear about their politics. What they pay actors for, or at least what I would pay an actor for, is their performance. It's how well they do within the show or movie they're a part of, right? I don't care about their politics. I especially don't care to hear about it from these millionaires, of all people, these privileged millionaires. Nobody cares to hear it. The result was the Oscars' first ratings increase in 5 years, so the Academy and ABC tried to replicate the formula Sunday. No traditional host, high octane opening number by Janelle Monáe, Monáe, I don't know, I butchered that. Monologue the SNL regular Steve Martin and alum Chris Rock, and a surprise music performance by Eminem aimed at creating a buzzy moment. Now, yeah, of course, while you're still trying to draw people in that way, yeah, it's just not working. It's not working. And, it's like I said, when it comes to events with big actors, people just aren't as interested as they used to be. It's just really plummeted. And I mean, Hollywood's ideology, trying to push the politics onto people, onto the viewers, yeah, people aren't about that. And, we continuously try to tell Hollywood this. We tell them, hey, we don't want to hear about this, and they just try to push it further. I mean, nobody wants to hear things like Brie Larson and how there's not enough women in movies. Yeah, nobody wants to hear that kind of stuff. And, with how Brie Larson's been, good God. Ugh. Ugh. Like, oh, we'll talk about a monster on stage, am I right? But that's the thing. This is not stuff anybody cares about, and they just use this as a platform to continue to do it. They'll get their award, as Ricky Gervais stated. Nobody wants to hear it be a political statement. Everybody just wants to hear, "Oh, thank you for the award," and then just walk off. Just walk off stage, and you're done. That's it. That's all you got to do. But of course, leave it to these actors to try to push whatever they can, use it as their political platform, and not listen to people, and then further push away their audience because they're too stupid to learn from their previous mistakes and continue to do the same thing. I mean, it's a recurring cycle with these people, and this is a prime case of get woke, go broke. And this is one of the best moments to really prove it, because as they continue to push people away, these big celebrities in Hollywood have their heads so far up their butts that they literally just shut out any actual good opinion and just continue to let their ego send them straight into a downward spiral. But hey, not only that, Natalie Portman, of course, she had to perform a little stunt here as well. Thor actor Natalie Portman protests unrecognized female directors at Oscars with embroidered names on her cape. Yes, she had a cape, which I'm sure was made in a sweatshop owned by a company that she owns. So, yeah, I can guarantee you that that was just sweatshop labor for that cape. Thor Love and Thunder actor Natalie Portman showed up to the Oscars wearing a cape with a number female directors' names embroidered on it. When asked why she had the names embroidered on her cape, she explained her reasoning to LA Times reporter Amy Kaufman. Portman stated,
"I wanted to recognize the women who were not recognized for their incredible work this year in my subtle way."
Oh, God. Here we go with this again. Oh, Natalie Portman, virtue signaling over here. But we're going to get to why this is hypocritical on Natalie's part. Because we got a funny little bit here. But let's keep rolling with the article here. So continuing forward, she would reaffirm her statement on Instagram, sharing the video and showing a number of photos of her in her Oscars dress and cape. She wrote on Instagram,
"Honoring these remarkable women last night who were not recognized for their incredible work: Lulu Wang, Greta Gerwig, Lauren Escarfia, Mirelle Heller, Maddie Diop, Melina Matsoukas, Alma Harrell, and Celine Sciamma."
God. Oh, oh man. Oh, this, wow. This is ridiculous to me. It's, man, this is what I'm talking about. This is the craziness these people try to spew. And on Twitter, she was getting so much backlash. And this was actually quite hilarious. Angela Morbido here. This is what she had to say on Twitter. Natalie Portman's production company has only hired one female director. Her name was Natalie Portman. Ooh. Talk about a bad image for you, Natalie. For you to come up and have those cape made in a sweatshop, I bet, and have all these names on it when you've only been the only female director in your own production company. Ouch. Another person went on to say, Natalie Portman's production company has never employed a female director since its creation in 2007, but I guess it is feminist to get a dire cape customized. Whoo! Oh, the burn! Oh! Premium Freak. Natalie Portman owns a production company, and of the 11 films made, only 2 were directed by a woman, and that woman's name is Natalie Portman. Oh! See, this is what I'm talking about. You want to virtue signal this stuff, but here's the thing. For one, nobody cares. Secondly, you're a hypocrite when you're the only person that you have ever hired to direct films, Natalie Portman, in your own production company. Come on. It's hypocritical. This is what I'm talking about. This is why the Oscars fails. This is why nobody cares to listen to this stuff, because nobody cares about the politics. Nobody. There's not a single person out there that cares about this stuff. And this shows you we're just in a point in time to where names don't really matter anymore when it comes to this stuff. You can't just have a big title name anymore and attract people. It just doesn't work that way. And this is another case of get woke, go broke. This is hilarious to me. This is just so dumb. But it just shows you that the more woke you're going to be, the more people are going to stay away from it. Congratulations, Oscars. You failed miserably, and this is quite hilarious. But anyways, let me know what you think about this entire situation down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here, and make sure you are still subscribed, because YouTube is unsubscribing people from their favorite channels, so make sure you are still subscribed to all your favorite channels. Hit the video with a like if you enjoyed. Share this video on social media, spread the word, and try to get it out there. It's greatly appreciated, and it really helps out the channel a lot. Also, be sure to follow me on Discord. We have a wonderful community there, and also it'll keep you up to date on when the next video will be released, as well as any upcoming events in the future. So, the link is in the description down below. But anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day today. And remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow could always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you. And have yourselves a good one out there, everybody.